children, in the series of MCQs, chapter wise MCQs for class 10 mathematics, today we are going to see the chapter polynomials and its MCQs. Before landing on the MCQs, few points regarding the respective questions I wanted to share. The first point is, if P of A equal to 0, then x minus A is a factor of the polynomial P of x. A is the 0 of P of x. That means, suppose you have a polynomial P of x. P of x means some x square plus 5x plus 6. So in this equation, it's a polynomial. This is P of x. Suppose I say 2 is a 0 of this equation. That means in the value of A, if I put 2. So wherever the x is there, I will put 2. 2 2s are 4 plus 5 2s are, not 2, minus 2. So minus 2 the whole square plus 5 into 2 plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. So 5 into minus 2 will be minus 10 and minus 2 square will be 4 plus 6. So 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 minus 10, 0. The equation is satisfied. The equation becomes 0 because this value of minus 2 is applied in the P of x, that is P of minus 2 is 0. Then minus 2 is the 0 of the equation. That is what it is saying. So whenever you are applying a value, the equation is satisfied means the applied value is the 0 of the equation. If it is not giving 0 or not satisfied means the value which you are getting after applying the given number is called the remainder. Okay, this is first point. Then whenever you have an equation, the degree of the equation or the polynomial will be equal to the maximum number of zeros of the polynomial. For example, if I have a linear equation, linear equations in the sense 5x, these are all about one variable equation questions. 5x plus 6. 5x plus 6 is the linear polynomial. For this, what is the value of x here? X equal to 6 will become, move on to the right side and become minus 6. Minus 6 by 5. So x is having only one value because here the power of x is 1. So linear equation, the degree is 1. So it has at the maximum 1 0. Suppose a quadratic equation, whereas this is the quadratic equation, it is the power 2. So it has 2 zeros. Here when you solve this equation, you will get minus 2 and minus 3. So it has maximum 2 zeros. Same if we go for cubic equation like x cube plus 5x square plus 3x plus 2, the degree will be 3. It has at most 3 zeros. This is the second point in this. Third point, in the previous slide we talk about the zeros which when we solve the equation what we are getting like this 2 and this 3. These are solving equations. After solving, we relate it with the degree. That many zeros are there that we can decide. But when it comes to the graphical representation, for example, the quadratic polynomial P of x. X means the equation is in terms of x. The previous slide I showed no, x square plus 5x plus 6. The equation is of one variable x. In that condition, whatever places the equation touches or this is touching, touches or intersects the x-axis, those many zeros it has. We know this representation is a parabola. Parabola is represented by a quadratic equation. If it is a quadratic equation, the degree is 2. That all we know. Degree 2 means it has maximum 2 zeros. That also we know. But when it is presented as a graph, what we have to do? We know the zeros represented by the number of places it is touching or intersecting the x-axis. Here in this graph, nowhere it is touching the x-axis, so no 0. Here it is one place touching the x-axis, 1 0. Here it is intersecting the x-axis at 2 places, so 2 zeros. These are the graphical representation and their zeros. Suppose the quadratic polynomial is of p of y. That means equation is in terms of y square minus 4y plus 4. Then the equation will not intersect the or touch the x-axis. The same condition will be applicable to the y-axis here. So the zeros will be calculated in how many places the graph is intersecting or touching the y-axis. Understood? Now move on to the questions of MCQ. First question. Out of the following, the incorrect statement for the quadratic polynomial is no real zeros, 2 equal zeros, 2 distinct zeros, 3 real zeros. Here it is incorrect. So we all know any quadratic equations may have 2 distinct zero, 2 equal real zero, or 2 non-real zero. These 3 are applicable to quadratic equation. So what is not applicable? 3 real zero. Quadratic equation of power 2, it may not have 3 zeros. It has at the maximum 2 zeros only. So which is incorrect? Option D, 3 real zeros is incorrect. Now second question. A real number alpha is a zero of the polynomial f of x. Is the zero of the polynomial f of x if f of x is dash. When alpha become a zero? When alpha is applied on the polynomial and equated to 0. We saw in the first slide, no? When I apply minus 2, the equation becomes 0. So C is the option, f of alpha equal to 0. Then if beta is a 0 of f of x, then dash is one of the factors of f of x. Beta is the 0. In the previous slide, we saw minus 2 was the 0. So x plus 2 was the factor. So if it is plus beta minus beta, that is x minus beta will be the z factor. Factor will be along with the x. 0 will be equal to x. So minus beta will go to the right side and become plus beta, which satisfies the condition. If y minus a is a factor of f of y, now the equation is in terms of y, then dash is the 0 of y. Minus a, y minus a is the factor. When it is converted into 0, it should be equal to a. So y equal to a, option D, y equal to a will be the answer. Now fifth question, the zeros of the polynomial f of x are the coordinate of the points where the graph y equal to f of x intersects f of x. Suppose the function is of x, it should intersect x-axis. If the function is of y, it should intersect y-axis. The number of zeros in which the polynomial of degree n can have is, suppose the power is 2, degree is 2, it has maximum 2 solutions. Example quadratic equation. So whatever be the number of degrees, that many maximum zeros will be there. So when n is the degree, at most n zeros only the polynomials will have. Seventh question, for the polynomial x power 4 minus x power 3 plus 2x square minus 5x plus 8, the maximum number of zeros it has. Find the degree. What is the degree? The maximum power is the degree. So 4. So at most 4 zeros it may have. Don't think that we don't have power 3, power 4 equations, so they will not ask such question. It is just to relate the degree with the number of zeros. So this kind of questions may be asked. For the polynomial 8.1, for the polynomial 2x square minus 5x plus 4, the maximum number of zeros it has are dash. Again the same kind of question. It has a power 2, the degree is 2. So the maximum number of real or imaginary zeros of this polynomial are 2. What is the difference between the values of the polynomial 7x minus 3x square plus 7 at x equal to 1 and x equal to 2? First you find for x equal to 1. In place of x, if you put 1, 7 into 1, 7. Minus 3 into 1 square 1, 3 into 1, 3. So minus 3 plus 7. This is x equal to 1 value. So 7 plus 7, 14. 14 minus 3, 11. This is for when x equal to 1. When x equal to 2, 7 into 2, 14 minus 3x square. X square is 2 square 4. 3 4s are 12. Plus 7 is 7 only. So 14 minus 12 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. This is the value for x equal to 2. When applying x equal to 2 in this polynomial. Now they want the difference between. So 11 minus 9 equal to 2, that is plus 2. B is our option. A cubic polynomial x equal to f of y, the equation is cubic and the equation is of y. So obviously it will cut y-axis only. How many places it should cut? At the maximum 3 places. A cubic polynomial of y-axis at the maximum 3 points. Next point, what we have to learn is any quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c has 2 zeros. We already discussed number of degree is equal to number of zeros. So 2 equal to 2 zeros. Let us call those zeros in general alpha and beta. Then the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. Alpha and beta are the zeros. Their summation alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. That means coefficient of x with the negative divided by coefficient of x square. Same way next one, the product of zeros is c by a. Constant part by coefficient of x square. This is a relation very important. The quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha and beta. Now in written, they have given you the zeros. They ask you to find the quadratic equation or the polynomial. The format for that is p of x equal to x square plus sum of zeros into x. Sorry, it is minus. Why it is minus? Because here it was plus. We took it as minus b by a. To rectify this minus b by a, here we have to put minus. So x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Related to those questions, to those concepts, if a real number a is a zero of the polynomial f of x, then again the same related question we saw in the previous slide. Whatever be the zero, then when you apply the 0 in the polynomial, f of a will be 0, satisfying the polynomial or the function. If minus 4 is a 0 of this polynomial, then what is the value of k? Minus 4 is the 0 means when you apply minus 4 in the equation, you will be getting equated to 0. So x square will be minus 4 square minus of minus 4 minus of minus into 2, directly I will open the bracket, minus into 2 minus 2 minus into 2k minus 2k. As it is declared as 0, it will be equal to 0. Now simplify this. 4 4s are 16. 16 minus of minus 4 plus 4 minus 2 minus 2k equal to 0. Keep minus 2 alone in the left side. Sorry, minus 2k alone in the left side. Add up these values. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 minus 2, 18. 18 will go to the other side and become minus 18. Now k equal to minus 18 divided by minus 2. Minus 18 divided by minus 2. Minus minus will get cancelled. 18 by 2, 9. So value of k is 9. Option B. Okay, then 13th question. If one of the zeros of this equation is reciprocal of the other, find the value of k. Always when you say one is reciprocal of the other, that means the product of the zero. One zero is alpha into another 0 is 1 by alpha. Right? So alpha into 1 by alpha is getting cancelled. You will get answer 1. What is 1? The product of zeros is 1. What is the product of 0? C by A. C by A will be 1 for the equation where the product of the zeros which are reciprocal to one another is 1. Now what is C value here? Constant part is C value. That is 4k. Constant part is 4k. By what is A value? K square plus 4. K square plus 4. Now when you cross multiply with 1, you will get 1 into k square plus 4, k square plus 4. Right side 1 into 1, 4k. 4k will come to the left side and become minus 4k equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation where k square minus 4k plus 4 equal to 0. That is a square minus 2ab plus b square form. So it will be k minus 2 the whole square. So k minus 2 the whole square is 0 means k equal to k minus 2 is also 0, k equal to plus 2. So option A will be your answer. Now graph of ax square plus bx plus c intersects x-axis at two distinct points. Two distinct point means real unequal zeros where the discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. If it is real equal 0 means it will be equal to 0. That b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. If b square minus 4a is less than 0, it is a imaginary zeros. So option C is the right answer. The product of 3 minus 2x into 3 plus 2x. This is a minus b. This is a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So remember the identity. What is a square here? 3 square. 3 square is 9. Minus what is b square? 2x square. So 2 2s are 4. X into x, x square. So no, 9 minus 4x square is the answer. Not 9 minus 2x square. Not this. Okay. So B is the right answer. If P is the sum of zeros, P is the sum of zeros, S is the product of zeros, then the corresponding quadratic polynomial is, I told you, x square minus sum of 0 into x. What is the sum of 0? P. So x square minus p into x plus product of 0. So C is the right answer. The quadratic polynomial, the sum and the product of zeros minus 3 and 2 respectively. The sum and the product of the zeros. So this is sum, this is product is, so x square minus sum of minus 3. So x square minus sum of zeros minus 3 into x plus product of zeros 2. So minus of minus 3 will become plus 3, x square plus 3x plus 2. Where is x square plus 3x plus 2? Option A. The quadratic polynomial with the sum and the product of its zeros are as 1 by 4 and minus 1. This is sum, alpha plus beta. This is product. Same way here also, x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So here 1 by 4 into x. So this 1 by 4 you have to compensate or take it out. You will be multiplying all terms by 4 so that this 4 is getting cancelled. So you will be getting 4 into x square, 4x square minus 4 into 1 by 4 is 1 minus 1 into 4 minus 4. Do we have any option? 4x square minus x 4 minus 4. So D is the right answer. The quadratic polynomial, the sum and the product of the zeros minus 1 by 4 and plus 1 by 4 respectively is. Here same 0 with a different sign. Whenever the zeros are same and with a different sign, the sum of zeros will become 0. So x term, the middle term, the sum of zeros, the middle term will become 0. Na? This minus of 0x will vanish. Only x square and constant will be there. Here in option A or B or C, all the terms, the middle term is present. So none of this option is right. So D is the correct answer. Then what will be the correct equation? X square minus, when you sum it, minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 0x. And product will be minus into plus minus, 1 into 1, 1 by 16. So this is the quadratic polynomial. So when you take 1 by 16 common, and this will become 16x square minus minus 1. So as this is not available here, none of the option is correct. The quadratic polynomial whose zeros are minus 1 by 2 and 3 by 5. So first find the sum. Here the whose zeros are. Generally we will be getting the sum and product of the zeros. But here only zeros are given. So what we have to do is, oh sorry, in the previous question also they have given you sum and product only. Sum and product only. See, be very careful when you read the question. It is given sum is 1 by 4. So here in place of minus, you will be getting minus 1 by 4. And minus plus 1 by 4. Okay. So 1 by 4 is taken out. You will be getting 4x square minus of minus plus 4x plus 1. 4x square plus 4x plus 1. 4x square plus 4x plus 1. Then also it is not available. None of the option is available. Only thing you have to be careful whether it is given as sum and product or directly the zeros. If the zeros are given directly, you have to find the sum and product. Minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5. You have to take LCM. LCM is 5 into 2, 10. So 5 into minus 1, minus 5 plus 6. So minus 5 plus 6 is 1 by 10. So summation is 1 by 10. And the product is, this is sum. And the product will be 1 into 3, minus 3. 5 into 2, 10. This is product. So as usual, we will write the equation x square minus sum is 1 by 10x plus product is minus 3 by 10. Minus 3 by 10. If you multiply it by 10, you will be getting 10x square minus 1x minus 3. 10x square minus 1x minus 3 is the answer. Which of the following can be the polynomial f of x? Which of the following can be a polynomial f of x? Polynomial f of x. Whose zeros would have been given here? Actually, the zeros with zeros. Three comma 2. The zeros are 3 and 2. Just summate them. 3 plus 2 5. 3 into 2 6. Or minus 3 comma 2 na minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Minus of minus 1 plus 1. All the coefficients have minus x. So if you simplify this minus terms into plus terms, it will be having x square plus x plus 6. Is it possible? No. This equation can be the polynomial f of x. I think something went wrong in this question. Okay, please leave this question. We need not discuss on this and waste our time. Alpha and beta are the zeros. 2x square plus 5x plus 10. Then the value of, see the 22nd question. Alpha and beta are the zeros of 2x square plus 5x minus 10. Then the value of alpha beta, that means the product. Okay, product is c by a. What is c here? Minus 10 by a is 2. Minus 10 by 2 is minus 5. So alpha beta is minus 5. X plus 1 by x equal to 3. Then x square plus 1 by x square is equal to. First is squaring it. X plus 1 by x is, when you expand it and a whole square, x square plus, that is a square. X is a, so a square plus 2ab. 2 into x into 1 by x. This is the middle term, 2ab. Plus b square, that is 1 by x square. 1 by x square. Left side is over, a plus b whole square expanded. What is right side? 3 is here. 3 3s are 9. Now, this x and x is getting cancelled. Only 2 will be here. So, remaining what? X square plus 1 by x square. X square plus 1 by x square equal to 9. This 2 will come this side and become minus 2, which is 7. So, x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 7, option C. Now, if x square plus 1 by x square is 102, that means this value is 102. Find the value of x minus 1 by x. So, this value is 102. So, we can write it as x square plus, in place of plus I want x minus 1. Okay. So, I write minus. Minus 2 into x. Basically, I am squaring this part. Okay. X minus 1 by x the whole square. X square minus 2x into 1 by x equal to, sorry, not equal to, 1 by x square. Okay, we know this portion. X square plus 1 by x square is 102. It is given in the equation. So, this is 102. minus this x and this x is cancel, so 2. 102 minus 2 is 100. What is 100? This is x minus 1 by x the whole square. So 100 is x minus 1 by x the whole square. 1 by x the whole square. So if you're taking square root on both the side, 100 will become 10 and it will become x minus 1 by x. So the required value is 10. The sum of zeros of ax square plus bx plus c. Sum of zero is always minus with middle term by x square. So minus b by a. Very simple question. The zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c are reciprocal of each other. Then, if the zeros are reciprocal of each other, then c by a is equal to 1, right? The product will become 1. Alpha into 1 by alpha equal to 1. So, c by a equal to 1. When you cross multiply, you will get a equal to c. So, option A. If x plus 2 is a factor of this equation, then k. Very first slide we saw that when it is a factor, in place of x, you have to apply the value of 0. X plus 2 is the factor. So, you have to apply minus 2. If you apply minus 2 square will be plus 4. 2 into 4, 8. Then, in place of x minus 2 into 3, minus 6. Plus k. When you apply the value of 0, it should be equated to 0. So, keep the k alone in the left side. So, transpose other values to the right side. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 will come this side and become minus 2. So, k equal to minus 2. Option B is the answer. The sum of zeros of the quadratic polynomial 3x square minus kx plus 6 is 0. That is sum of zeros. What is the sum of zeros? Minus of b by a. So, minus of minus k, which is b, by a. What is a? Coefficient of x square 3. This is sum. The sum is equal to 3, he is telling. Then the value of k. So, minus of minus plus k, 3x square minus b by a. So, k by 3 is equal to 3. So, minus k, minus of minus plus k equal to, the 3 will go there, 3 and 3 will be multiplied and become 9. So, k value should be 9. As 9 is not present here, none of this is the answer. Then, the other two zeros of the x cube minus 8x square plus 19x minus 12 is, one of its 0 is unity. So, 1 0 is 1. What will be the other 0 they are asking? Suppose 1 0 is 1, you can apply 1 in this. It is satisfying, minus 8, minus 8, minus 12, 20, 19 plus 120. Yes, 1 is the 0 of this equation. That means you have to divide this equation by x minus 1 and find the factors. You will be getting a quadratic equation. So, the quadratic equation, you solve it, you will get 2 zeros. That is one way. If you consider that way, dividing this x cubic equation by the unitary is not in your syllabus. Then what will be the simplest way to find the zeros? See, here also minus 3, here also minus 3. But this is plus 3. Just check with the answer plus 3. Applying plus 3 in this equation. X cube will be 3 cube. 3 cube is 27. Then x square will be 3 3s are 9. 9 8s are 72. Plus 19 into 3 is 57 minus 12. Check whether it becomes 0. 57 plus 27 is 77, 84. 84 minus 84, 0. So minus 3 is satisfied. As one of the 0 is satisfied, of course another 0 will also be get satisfied. Minus 4 will be satisfying this equation, because only minus 3 is the correct thing. As alternate terms are negative, I chose plus 3. So because both the 3 are minus here, so I wanted to check one of the zeros applying and check whether it is satisfied. So I chose plus number because here alternate symbols are negative. So option C is the right answer. Just by applying one of the zeros, you can easily find. Don't say that cubic equations are deleted. Now 30th question, if zeros of the polynomial px square plus qx plus 3 are reciprocal to each other. Again reciprocal equation, when the zeros are reciprocal to each other, the product is 1. What is the product here? 3 by q, c by a. 3 by coefficient of x square. The product is 1. So when you multiply, p equal to 3. P into 1, p by 1 you can put. So 3 into 1, 3. So option B is the right answer. X power 100 plus 2x power 99 plus k is divisible by x minus 1. That means, x plus 1. That means minus 1 is the 0. If minus 1 is the 0, when you apply minus 1 in that, the equation would have been satisfied to 0. So minus 1 power 100. 100 is a even power. So minus 1 is multiplied even number of times, it becomes plus 1. Then 2 into plus 2 into minus 1 given odd number of power will remain as minus 1 only, plus k equal to 0. Now 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 1 minus 2 plus k equal to 0. So k equal to 0. This 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus will come this side and become plus 1. So k equal to 1. Option A. Polynomial f of x equal to x square plus 1 has dash zeros. See, let them equal to 0. X square plus 1 equal to 0. So x square equal to, the plus 1 will go to the right side and become minus 1. Whenever the x square, it is a squared number, it cannot be minus 1. So no real roots. A quadratic polynomial f of x is such that f of x is greater than 0. F of x is lying between minus 3 and 2, and it is less than 0. Which of the following can be the polynomial of f of x? What they are telling is, the f of x value is lying between minus 3 to plus 2. That means one of the 0 is negative. It can be minus 3 and between minus 3 and plus 2. Which of the following can be? Oh, in the previous slide we cancelled one question. No, that I think this is the question. This is the condition for that particular question. So it can be, x can be minus 3 and plus 2. Minus 3 and plus 2 means what equations you will get? Minus 3 and plus 2 will be minus 6. The product is minus 6 and the summation is minus 1. When you write it in the equation minus of minus, it is plus 1. So probably C will be the answer. The value of x square by 1 by x square when x plus 1 by x is 10. Same in the previous slide we saw one model question. We will square it. X plus 1 by x equal to 10. So 10 square will be 100. So x square plus 1 by x square plus 2ab term 2 into x into 1 by x will get cancelled. So only 2 you will get. 2 into x into 1 by x. So these two are getting cancelled. Right side 100 is there. So you want only this 2 value. So this 2 you will transpose it to the right side. 100 minus 2, 98. So 38th question is the answer is 98. Hope this MCQ video was helpful to you. Browse more for the other chapters and MCQs. Practice well. All the best. Thank you.